Hello, I'm Poch Concepcion of Daily Tribune. We're live on Facebook and YouTube on Wazzup. Today, our special guest, a true child of showbiz, Miss Janice de Belen. Hi, Janice.
Hi, Poch. Hi, Poch. Hello. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. It's a hot afternoon.
Oo, mainit, ano? Oo.
Grabe.
Oo.
Grabe yung init.
Kumusta?
Andito nga ako, nakatatlong electric fan kasi sobrang init talaga. Kundi pawis na pawis ako. Well, kumusta? Paano ko nga ba sasagutin yung tanong na yun?
We were talking a while ago.
Sa bahay lang.
Oo.
Ha?
How do you keep sane and stimulated in this pandemic?
Oh my
times?
gosh. Wow. It's a good thing I'm a hobbyist. So I do my crafts, I do my handmade cards. So that's what I do pagka hindi ako nagluluto, pag hindi ako tulog, pag hindi ako nanonood ng TV, o hindi ako naglilinis. That's what I do. I keep busy with making my cards. Sometimes I read, sometimes I play games para lang, wala lang. Alam mo, games are supposed to help you keep sane too.
Ano yung cards na to? Kwento mo nga. Anong handmade cards
They're
na yan?
greeting cards. Wait,
Okay.
Hold on. I'll try and
Sample.
nakatago kasi sa cabinet. Wait, give me 3 seconds.
Alright.
Salita ka muna po. Salita ka muna mag-isa.
Handmade cards by
Yeah.
Super J.
Yeah. So, okay. Pinagyayabang ko. That's why when anybody asks me about my cards, super yabang ako kasi it's something that I really enjoy. So, I don't know. Can you see it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mga ganyan. Mga plantita cards, di ba?
Okay.
Mga ganyan.
That's something that you can send. Para postcard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, they're actually greeting cards.
Greeting
But
cards.
what I did instead of making them just greeting cards, kasi pagka greeting cards, nilalagay mo sa envelope, di ba? So, parang feeling ko, sayang kasi hindi mo makikita sayang naman yung ginawa ko. So, what I did was I made them into tags, gift tags. They're
Okay.
quite big though. So, ayun, gift tag siya.
Okay.
I enjoy making them. So, at least I spend a lot of hours doing this. So, buong araw. So, di ba, hindi ko nararamdaman yung inip, hindi ko nararamdaman yung feeling of imprisonment or being locked down, di ba?
Okay.
Kasi, for other people, it feels like an imprisonment, di ba?
Ano yung term mo? Languishing.
Yeah.
Parang
narinig ko lang yun sa TV.
Parang
Narinig ko
sentensya.
lang yun sa TV tsaka pinadala sa akin ni John Arcilia. When I read it, it's kind of true Kasi parang ayun yung feeling ng you don't know where you are exactly.
Okay.
You don't know what exactly is happening. Kumbaga you're just riding the waves.
Naramdaman mo ba yun nung una?
Ayun.
Naramdaman mo yung last year?
Nung una,
Oo.
no, last year, in the earlier part of the pandemic, I was more anxious kasi siguro in the onset of the pandemic or nung paumpisa pa lang siya, yung nagkakaroon na ng balita about what's happening in China, tapos countries are starting to close. So nung una, syempre, nanonood ka ng balita, super watch ako ng balita, as in, the whole day, nanonood ako ng balita, inaabangan mo because I wanted to be aware. I wanted to know what was happening.
Yes.
I wanted to know, what am I supposed to do? Syempre, I think everybody should watch the news and know what's happening around you, di ba? Until I realized I was starting to feel anxious. And then I had a couple of friends who were persons under investigation. So, alam mo yung stress, every day I would text them or call them and ask them how they were, and then nanonood ka ng TV, and then all of a sudden biglang they closed na yung mga jobs hindi tuloy, and then we felt on hold kasi hindi pwedeng lumabas, eto lang ang pwedeng gawin. So I was really anxious to a point na sobrang anxious ako. I had to stop watching the news. I had to give up something. I had to stop watching the news talaga. Stop watching it altogether and watch something else instead. Kasi nakaka-stress talaga. Nakaka-stress.
Okay.
Nakaka-stress because at that time, I was between jobs. So, syempre, nag-worry ka na, uy, anong mangyayari? Paano na? Paano na? Are we going to survive? Are we going to starve to death? Yung mga ganong feelings. So, yun. Well, I just really had to stop watching the news.
And then
I started cooking and cooking.
Mhm.
Buti may mga taong bumibili.
Oo nga, itong
Ayun.
cooking, oo. Sinilip ko yung Instagram mo eh. Paano ba nag-umpisa itong pagkahilig mo sa ano? Nag-aral ka? Parang si Juday. Si Juday,
I studied culinary for 1 year.
Okay.
2008, I think. 2008 as I graduated 2009. 1 year, I studied under Chef Jean Gonzalez and Center for Asian Culinary Studies.
Okay.
So, I really did study. For the longest time naman kasi, I know how to cook. Marunong naman ako.
Marunong ka na talaga? Okay.
Marunong naman ako talaga magluto.
Okay.
But I studied because I wanted to be good at it. I wanted to be really good at it. And at that time, I was in emotional turmoil. So I wanted to shift my negative energy into something productive, which I did. So I studied culinary for a year. And then I continued to cook and cook and cook. I had a cooking show for a while.
Spoon.
Yeah, I had Spoon for a while. And then, no wala nang Spoon, syempre, I still continued to cook. Though I did not put up a restaurant. That's the one thing I did not do. And you know, there were times when I thought, sayang, sana nag-restaurant ako. Or sana kinaya ko. Or tinapangan ko yung sarili ko. But then after last year, naisip ko rin, buti din pala hindi ako nag-restaurant.
Oo nga.
Kasi ang hirap, di ba?
Tama.
Sobrang hirap for everybody now.
Oo.
For people I know who has restaurants. And you know, dito sa BF, we're a big community. So when you pass by our main road, makikita mo yung mga restaurants. So now when you pass by, you see the restaurants that are closing, the restaurants that have closed, and it makes you feel sad. Kasi then you really feel, oh my God, we're really in trouble.
But going back to
diba,
food.
pag pumunta ka sa mall ngayon, walang tao.
Wala talaga eh. Oo. The restaurants surviving, the fast food joints are, ang sabi, kaya sila nagsusurvive kasi yung rent nila mura. Minurahan nila.
Good news kung ganon.
Binaba,
I mean, good kung ganon. Kasi I suppose everybody will have to survive because if this goes on for a while pa, hindi ko na alam kung paano. And then good thing, dito sa BF, we have our home-based community, mga home-based cooking community. So we kind of, everybody was selling there. So tulungan naman. And it's good. It's actually really good. Kasi last year, it was flourishing. Siyempre ngayon, medyo nag-wane na kasi may mga bumibili na outside or ang mga magandang natitira is the ones who don't want to leave the house pa rin, makakabili pa rin sila ng groceries nila, little things. You know, there's still a way for things to get to you.
Ikaw ba, totoo ba yung sabi nila na yung nagluluto ng pagkain, after cooking the food, wala ka ng gana o gusto mo yung kinakain mo?
There are times when talagang when you're, I think it's the pagod. Kasi syempre you're in front of a hot stove. So syempre pinapawisan ka, napapagod ka, inom ka ng tubig. So by the time it's time to eat, ikaw ayaw mo na kumain kasi busog ka na sa tubig or parang feeling mo nakain mo na yung niluto mo. So yeah, I am one of them na talagang pagka nagluluto after a while, parang ayaw mo na kumain.
Meron bang particular dish na request ng mga bata?
Wala naman. When they make requests, they make requests like pasta. Kasi ang pasta bestseller dito sa bahay. Or fried chicken with waffles. Yung mga ganun. Well, pero it's not on a daily basis kasi yung anak ko mahilig sa takeout.
Okay. Alright.
So, every day, siguro mga twice a day, may dumarating dito ng mga takeout food. So,
okay.
diba? And you know, I have 4 children with me. So, imagine iba-iba yun yung dumarating na takeout para sa iba-ibang anak.
Okay. Kanya-kanya. Okay.
Oo, kanya-kanya. Kanya-kanya talaga. Apart from last year, a lot of people were also sending food and hoping that you'd post them. So, wow, last year was talagang a time for sobrang dami ko nang nakitang lalamove, speedy, grab drivers, name it.
Okay. Nabanggit mo kanina, panonood ng TV. Anong year ka nahilig sa Korean dramas?
2014. Si Jelly and my daughter were always Korean fans. Si Jelly matagal na, siguro nagsisis pa kami. Nanonood na yan ng Korean drama. She'd always ask me, she'd always tell me, uy, manood naman tayo, manood. Try mong panoorin.
Oh.
Hindi ko talaga kaya. And I was always laughing at her because she would be, lunch break, she would be in her earphones.
Okay.
Tapos marinig mo siyang tumatawa mag-isa. And I find it weird kasi, kaya pa ba, Jelly? Kasi mag-isa ka lang, tumatawa ka. Tapos, di mo naman naiintindihan, di ba? And guess what? 2014, here comes 2014. I saw you flashed a picture with me and Lee Min-ho.
Okay.
I interviewed Lee Min-ho for a show.
Okay.
For, I think, it was Bas ng Bayan. So I interviewed Lee Min-ho. And I knew nothing. I knew nothing about him. Of course, hindi naman ako nagsasalita ng Korean. And I thought he knew how to speak English.
Okay.
Hindi pala. So may language barrier kasi may interpreter. Mahirap. It was my first time to be talking to an interpreter. To be talking to Lee Min-ho while listening to the interpreter. Mahirap pala yun. Oh my God, I don't know how you do it, pero mahirap pala yun. Ang hirap. So after the interview, I felt so disappointed. So disappointed sa sarili ko. Kasi feeling ko, it was such a lousy interview because I really knew nothing about him.
Okay.
Di ba, alam mo yung feeling na yun, yung parang, ang pangit talaga sa feeling. Nainis ako sa sarili ko kasi had I even tried to watch something, di sana, it would have been a better interview. So, tinanong ko talaga sa mga kasama ko, saan ko bang mapapanood siya? Sabi ko, para at least mabawi ko sa sarili ko, di ba? At least yung mga sinasabi niya, mapagsama ko, ko together yung sinasabi niya, and something that I know or I've seen.
Okay.
So, pinanood ko yung The Heirs. And boy, after I started The Heirs, to this day, hindi pa ako nagsastop manood ng Korean drama. In fact, I watch Korean variety shows. And I also like K-pop. I also listen to K-pop. I mean, my iTunes has about 100 K-pop songs on it. So,
wow.
It has its own playlist.
What is it about? Anong element na even
Bukod sa cute ang boys.
Okay.
Okay, number one, cute ang boys. Cute ang leading men.
Okay.
Second is, I like their stories because their stories are very creative. They're very different. They're very brave with their storylines. So, that's one. And because I'm an actress, when you see them, you see, syempre sa performance sila, sa outcome, makikita mo how devoted they are to their craft na. Then, so syempre, natutuwa ako sa kanila. And wala. I'm hooked. I don't know why. I'm hooked. I'm still hooked. And I'm very hooked.
Okay. Napansin ko yung mga eksena.
Just last month, I think I watched 5 Korean dramas na sabay-sabay. Natapos ko lahat.
Ay, ganun? Grabe ka?
Series.
Oo. Ikaw palang isa sa mga original. Of course, nauna si Jelly.
Wala naman akong ginagawa. We're locked in. We might as well do something. Watch TV, watch. Diba?
Okay. Pati yung mga eksena nila sa pagkain, parang natututo ka. Yung sa culture nila, di ba?
Oo. Kasi they like to eat.
Okay.
Kaya pag nakita mo pag kumakain sila, di kagaya dito sa atin, pag ang eksena kumakain. Ako sa akin ako mismo, pag ang eksena namin kumakain, medyo hindi ako masyadong umunguya. Siyempre, iniingatan mo yung bukas ng bibig mo, di ba? Pero sila, pag nakita mo sila sa Korean drama, pag kumakain sila, as in bigay na bigay yung pagkain nila.
Oh, okay.
As in, so habang pinapanood mo sila, while you're so engrossed with their story and the cute boys, nagugutom ka rin. Kasi parang, oh my God, ang sarap-sarap ng kinakain nila.
In other words,
Okay.
it's so real. It's so real.
It's so real.
Okay.
It's so real. They eat with, even in their variety shows, ha. Kasi yung mga tinatawag nila sa mga talk show nila, they call it variety shows. Even sa mga variety shows nila na kumakain, pag nakita mo sila kumakain, as in kumakain talaga sila. Hindi to pa-demure, hindi siya pakit. Hindi, kain. So talagang, oh my God, ang sarap. Parang ang sarap talaga ng kinakain nila because they look like they're enjoying themselves.
Okay. When you say lahat pinanood mo, lahat ng genres, wala kang pinipili. Kung ano mga tipuhan mo.
I mean, if there's something that I like, that I enjoy, kunwari na catch na yung attention ko, I'll watch it.
Okay.
Nung una, I have to admit, nung una, it was really mahirap kasi, syempre, hindi naman ako marunong masyado mag-Korean. So, you'd have to read the subtitles to watch, di ba? So my first run, I had to watch it 3 times. Una, papanoorin ko na yung acting. Tapos babasahin mo yung, tapos next, of course, babasahin mo yung subtitles. Kaya lang minsan, hindi mo nahuhuli lahat eh. Kasi nga, you have to read, you have to do like 2 things at the same time. So, after I watch it again, to medyo mas concentrate sa subtitles. Then the third run, I was finally able to do both things. Read the subtitles and watch them act. So, diba?
Natuto ko na rin ng Korean words, of course.
Medyo, I will survive. I think I will survive when I'm there.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not great at it, but I think kaya naman. Kaya naman. Magkakaintindihan naman kami ng konti. And now I actually have Korean friends. A few Korean friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back. Paano mo sila na-meet? Paano mo sila na-meet?
Nung ako ay na-hook sa mga drama-dramang ganito, na-hook ako sa merchandising. Okay? Kasi my merchandising is really attractive.
Siyempre,
So, I didn't know where to find it. So, I went on eBay. Apparently, yung isang nagbebenta doon, she's Korean, she's selling Korean items, she's Korean. And we were able to communicate. I mean, she wasn't great in English, but we were able to communicate. And I met her when I first went to Korea. Then, naging parang constant, naging Facebook friend ko na siya. So we constantly say hello to each other, hi to each other. When I need something, she will buy it for me. And then when I go to Korea, pag nagkita kami, I'll pay her there. And then she'll give me the items that I bought. So we became friends. And then when I did this show for GMA7, yung Korean Jagya, we had Korean actors. So these Korean actors, we became kind of close. So the last time I went to Korea, I met with them. We went out and had lunch together. So ayun. Di ba ang saya?
Saya. Okay. Janice, we will go back in time, ha?
Okay.
Talaga bang gusto mong
How far back?
Gusto mo ba talaga mag-artista? But before you answer, we'll pause for a short break.
Okay.
Viber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family anywhere. Send messages and make phone and video calls for free. Download Viber now.
Welcome back to Wazzup. I'm Poch Concepcion of Daily Tribune. And today our special guest, Janice de Belen. Pinag-usapan po namin kanina bago kami mag-break. Pagkain, Korean novelas, K-drama, K-pop, everything Korean, and how she got hooked. Ngayon, Janice, talaga bang gusto mo mag-artista? Nag-artista ka, batang-bata ka pa? Flor de Luna? Or even before?
Alam mo,
Surprise Newswatch?
alam mo, I can't say na gusto ko talagang mag-artista. Hindi ko alam, Hindi ko alam. Apparently, my mom and my dad seem to remember it differently from the way I remember it.
Okay.
But I know what I wanted to be was a singer. As in, sobrang gusto ko maging singer. We had an empty room in our house. And I would go there in the afternoon. Ano pa lang ang uso pa lang nun, yung transistor radio na may cassette. So
Okay.
I would tape the music from the radio dun sa cassette, yung mga gusto-gusto kong kanta. Tapos, pag wala lang, pag may time, papasok ako doon sa kwarto. Kunyari, nagko-concert ako, tapos kumakanta ako. Nakakatawa, I know it's funny. Yeah, but then, well, hindi ako pinalad sa pagkanta. So, nag-artista ako. So, doon ako bumagsak. So, feeling ko, siguro yun talaga ang destiny ko, yung mag-artista. Kasi, hindi ako naging singer.
Okay. Paano na yung Flor de Luna, paano nabuo? Kasi your dad, of course.
Pero maarte na ako nung bata ako. I would, act in front of the mirror and I would pretend kinikidnap ako, yung mga ganun.
Meron din.
meron din naman. So, siguro, they always used to say maarte ako, so maybe it's really my destiny kasi nga maarte ako. And it just, Flor de Luna happened. No, I had other things before Flor de Luna happened.
Yeah,
I had Newswatch Junior Edition.
Yes.
But before that, my dad's an advertising guy. So, he would go to Broadcast City at the time, Channel 9 pa RPN.
RPN,
He would have meetings. Basta, one of his meetings, I tagged along. Tapos while he was meeting, he left me with people from the station. Tapos inikot-ikot nila ako, pinasyal-pasyal nila ako. And then there was an audition happening. And then they asked if I wanted to. I asked what would I have to do. Pabasa ka lang naman eh. I mean, it was a script. Hindi ka nila mapa-actikin, pababasahin ka lang nila. They just ask you to read. So I read, and then they called up my mom and my dad. And that's history.
Parang destined nga, oo.
Diba? Parang, okay, yeah.
Oo. Pero, nag-aaral ka pa noon, okay. Matagal lang nag-artista ka talaga, naging child actress. Paano mo binalance?
Yeah. Well, nung una, pinipilit kayanin kasi, syempre, nung una, I wasn't doing movies then. Tsaka yung movies na ginagawa ko, piling-pili naman. I started doing, after, nagpa-Flor de Luna na ako when I started doing movies. But Flor de Luna was already taping 3 times a week.
Okay.
That's why when we were being offered movies, medyo naging mapili yung parents ko because nga, I was still studying.
Okay.
Diba? So, pinilit ko yun and then I started doing movies eventually. So, pinilit kong kayanin yon till second year high school. Pero no second year high school, sobrang mahirap na siya. I mean, ang hirap na talaga. Kasi I would tape Flor de Luna. Then on other days, I would do movies. I would shoot for movies. So talagang, ang hirap na. Kasi I would spend a lot of time sleeping in my car, waiting for the bell to ring to school before I would get down the car and go to school. And then, ayun na, nag-uumpisa na akong, nahirapan na ako sa class mag-concentrate kasi antok na ako.
Oo.
So, pag recess, pupunta na ako sa clinic until dumalas na yon, until sabi ko, I think it's time. And then I talked to my parents and then had to make choices.
Okay.
Of course, the choices I made wasn't the choice my parents wanted me to make. So, I stopped school. I continued at home studying. I finished my high school. And then that's it.
Nag-enjoy ka naman nung naging full-time ka. Ang dami mong pelikulang ginawa. Oo.
Oo naman, enjoy, because for me, it was a different kind of school kasi it was experience. Eh, di ba sabi nga nila, experience will always be the best teacher.
Yes.
Totoo naman yon. I believe that. And I was experiencing, I supplemented everything else by reading a lot. So I also read a lot. So I would read a lot. I would do my shootings, my tapings. Pagka hindi ko eksena, magbabasa ako. Diba? I would keep myself busy because I wanted to make sure, and my parents made sure that I supplemented by my non-going to school by
Reading.
something. Diba? By doing something, by reading, yeah.
Sino mga...
So, ayun.
Sa showbiz, may mga naging ano ka ba? Mentors o influences? Local and foreign. Yung mentors
Nung
na
bata
local.
ako, hindi ko, if you think about it, nung bata ako, hindi ko naiisip yung mga influences or mentors or people I learned from. I think more than anything, the taping 3 times a week was kind of my mentors. Then as I grew older, when I had an actual interest or masasabi mong nagkaroon ako ng mga favorite actor, siguro isa sa mga naging favorite ko as a young actress was Meryl Streep because I loved her. I probably watched 90% of her films.
Okay.
I loved her. So, because I guess it would be Meryl Streep. And, yan, siya mga pinakamalaki ko. Sally Field, I loved her, Sally Field.
Okay. You
And
mentioned...
then the other movies I watched, puro action na.
Bakit? Why action?
Sa love story, Hindi ko hilig sa love story kasi after a while, feeling ko nabobore ako.
Okay.
So, ang love ko talaga, kahit anong bata ako, believe it or not, I was a Dirty Harry fan. Dirty Harry. Death Wish, yung series ni Charles Bronson.
Okay.
Oh my God. Fan ako niyan. I would watch with my dad.
Okay. Exciting.
I would watch. And as I grew up, as I was getting older, gusto ko yung mga yan. Action, lahat ng Mission Impossible, lahat ng Fast and the Furious, lahat ng Marvel. As in, action ang pinapanood ko talaga.
Eh, yung mga Tarantino.
Mahilig din ako sa crime drama, mga Tarantino.
Yung mga action scenes doon.
Reservoir Dogs. Ano ba yung isa? I forgot the title. Pulp Fiction. Oo naman. Pinapanood ko yun. Hindi ako masyadong hilig. Although I watched my share of love stories because I have to watch it for their acting. And syempre kasi gumagawa rin naman ako ng love stories. But if I had the choice, kaya siya mapanoorin eh. Hindi talaga ako mahilig.
Okay.
Ito nga mga K-drama lang ang pinapanood ko na may love story.
Bakit sa K-drama, yung love story, okay sa'yo?
Balik tayo sa sinabi ko, Poch, because there are cute boys.
Okay. Bakit wala bang cute boys na Pinoy? Especially mga ka-love team mo?
Meron, but kasi I work with them, I know them.
Okay.
I know them.
Yung thrill na hindi mo sila kilala. Okay.
Iba yung hindi mo kilala. Iba yung, hindi ko sila kilala. Ang cute-cute nila. Diba? So may fantasy pa na, sana ma-meet ko sila. Sana I don't die when I meet them.
Okay. Did you meet, aside from Lee Min Ho, na nagpupunta ka sa Korea, balik tayo sa Korea, may na-meet ka ba mga artista? Ay, pumunta ka sa meet and greet.
I wish. Sa meet and greet.
Sabi ni Wing.
Concert. Concert.
Okay.
Concert. Dito sa meet and greet, pumunta ako sa fans day dito ni Park Seo-joon. You see, I have a picture with Park Seo-joon.
Okay.
Ni Park Shin-ye. Ni Park Young-sik. Pero di ata ako wala kami picture together ni Park Young-sik. Ayan, si Park Seo-joon katabi ko. Pero parang hindi totoo, no? Pero katabi ko siya. Promise. Katabi ko siya. Nakita ko, pero sa Korea, hindi. Kasi wala naman akong kilala. Wala naman ako enough connections to be able to actually meet them in person. But of course, I would love that.
Okay.
I would really, 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 really love that. Kaya lang, hindi ko ma-predict kung if I will be able to condition myself in being composed, controlled, and or I will be a fangirl and just lose myself in the moment and maybe faint.
Okay. All right. Teka.
Or baka isa ako doon sa mga umiiyak. Yung mga pag nakita, di ba, yung mga sobrang fanatic, di ba?
Oo.
Pag nakikita nila yung mga idol nila,
Naiiyak.
maabot sa point na talagang naiiyak sila.
Oo. Parang panahon ng Beatles.
Feeling ko rin mangyayari rin yan sa akin.
Ay, ganun?
Oo, feeling ko lahat yun, all of the above ako. Kasi feeling ko all of the above talaga ako. Yung may
Okay.
fainting, may crying, may hindi makapagsalita. I hope not. Pero, I don't know.
Ganun, ah? Oo. Anyway,
Yeah.
do your kids, your daughters share your passion, obsession over
No.
things Korean? Hindi.
No. I mean, they watch Korean. Pag maganda yung story, I mean, they watched Parasite, they watched Train to Busan, they watched Descendants of the Sun, they watched Chloe, I think. But it's not the same. Well, my other daughter, mas K-pop siya than she is K-drama.
Okay.
I don't think they share the same obsession as I have. Wala. Hindi. Malala ako. Kaya malala ako.
Okay.
Mas malala pa ako kay Jelly.
Jelly. Hi, Jelly. Teka.
Oh, it's her birthday today. It's
Oh!
Jelly's birthday today.
Wow! Hello,
Yeah.
Jelly. Nandito ba siya sa Pilipinas? Nandito siya?
Yeah, she's here.
Okay. Happy birthday, Jelly. Coming back, Janice. You've raised wonderful kids. What was it like raising those beautiful children at the start?
Mahirap because for most of the time that I was raising them, I was a single parent. Mahirap. Mahirap to be a single parent because you're a mom and a dad at the same time.
Oh.
You know, while other households have two parents that are working, or one parent taking care and one parent working, it was me having to do everything. Diba? So mahirap talaga. But sometimes when I don't really realize it until people tell me, like, wow, you raised 5 kids. And then oo nga, I raised 5 kids pala. So then oo nga, mahirap pala. Mahirap talaga mahirap na mag-raise ng isang bata.
Oo, isang bata lang.
Imagine raising 5 children.
Oo. But parang perception ko lang parang magkaibigan lang kayo. Ganon din ba sa bahay? Nung lumalaki, nung bata pa sila, how did you, anong trato mo sa
Right,
kanila?
you want to treat them while it is true. It would be good if you and your children acted like your friends, because there'd be a little more openness, or there'd be anong tawag dito? Coolness. But there are times when you have to assert and remind them that you are their mother.
Oh, yes. Oh.
O parent ka pa rin. Especially when they reach their teens. Diyan nagsastart ang kakaibang problema.
Okay.
Kasi pag bata sila, madali lang eh.
Oo.
Madali lang. I mean, dealing with the younger children, except worrying about their health, worrying about their school, madali lang because you are their everything eh. Ikaw ang everything nila. So, sa'yo lang talaga sila nagre-rely. And it would be easy because, you spend time with them, you watch TV, you take them out to watch a movie, you take them pasyal, and it would be okay as long as you spend time with them. Pero nung malalaki na sila, marami na ibang factors like dealing with grades, friendships, peer pressure, boys, girls, di ba? So, siya lang naman nagsastart ng problema when they become teenagers. And then all of a sudden, because they're starting to grow up, nagkakaroon na sila ng sarili nilang opinion about other things which are sometimes different from yours, di ba?
Wala bang
O yung gusto nilang mangyari, basta gusto mong mangyari.
Oo.
So syempre, that's when the clash will start and the problems will start.
Okay. Speaking of clash problems, wala naman major. Or how did you deal with major clashes, problems? Talk it out or how?
I don't know. I cannot answer you because every child is different. Every issue is different.
Okay.
So there will be calm days There will be calm days, there will be hysterical days, and there will be crazy days.
Wow. Nangyayari
Diba? Kasi my children's ages, the ones living with me right now, the age range is there. My eldest here is 29 and my youngest is 23. So, and then I have two in between that. So, can you imagine kung iba-ibang nagaganap, diba? You're dealing with 4 different personalities and maybe a different issue every time. So really, it's hard. I mean, it's still a struggle because ano mo ba masasabing set the struggles mellows when they have their lives of their own, when they're married already. So si Luigi ay natanggal na sa struggle kasi may family na siya sarili niya. He now understands what we fight about all the time. Diba? Lahat ng mga issues ng growing up. So now he understands that himself. And I still have 4 na every day is different.
Pero mukhang wala kang lines of mukha. Mukhang kayang-kaya.
Hindi naman. Because, you just really, on days, wag na lang muna kayo magpansinan. May days na gano'n, wag muna kayo magpansinan. Para hindi kami mag-away, di ba?
Okay.
Ganun talaga. I mean, it's living with children, living with 4 different personalities, really. It's not easy.
Okay. Janice, ilang taong ka na ba sa showbiz? Over 40 years, no? 40 years?
Yeah, I'm...
70s.
I started when I was 9. So, 52 minus 9.
41.
40 plus years.
Okay. What have you learned from your life in showbiz after this break? We'll take a short break.
Click, click, that's it. Never thought self-service can be this slick. Modify plans in a snap, walang hirap. It's a wrap, just tap the app. Now you can check, view, subscribe, renew. Help and support for you. Out with the Ring Ring apps or the in thing, you know what to do. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Self-service and easy to use, mas okay tayo dyan. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Instant response, no hold time pa, wala nang hintayan. Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
Download the Globe One and Globe at Home apps from Google Play Store and Apple App Store now.
Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
Welcome back again to What's Up with Poch Concepcion, live on Facebook and YouTube. Our guest, a very engrossing conversation. Kanina po ako nag-enjoy, kausap si Janice de Belen. Janice,
Yes.
ano ang mga natutunan mo sa 40 plus years of life in showbiz? And also,
Can't please everybody.
can't please everybody.
Yun.
Okay.
I think that's the biggest learning is you can't please everybody. Wala eh. I mean, nung bata ako, I was younger, of course I'd be affected by things said about me. But now, mas mahirap pa nga dati nga kasi nababalitaan mo lang, nadidinig-dinig mo lang, di ba? Ito, nababasa mo.
Okay.
Sa social networking site mo, mababasa mo, di ba? Pag nabash ka, babash ka nila.
Oo.
Ay! Wait. Sansa! No, sorry, I live with dogs too.
Your dogs. How many dogs do you have?
Another thing. I have 10 dogs.
Wow.
10 different personalities also. So can you imagine? Oh, ibang klase. Sansa! No! Come here.
Sumusunod naman. Oo.
Well, she's staring at me kasi pinaglalaroan niya yung stuffed toy ko. Ayoko masira yung stuffed toy ko. 1 second.
Okay. 10 dogs. And having raised 4 kids. That's,
5.
no wonder you're called Super J, huh? Super
5
Janice.
kids.
Oh, 5 kids. Of course.
5
Luigi.
kids. Okay. Siyempre, ngayon, pag binabash ka, umabot na sa point na parang, so what? Dead na. Diba? Parang, okay, hayaan mo na. Kasi, hindi mo mawawala yun. Definitely, hindi mo mawawala yun. That's why I say, I have learned that not everybody will like you. You can't please everybody. Not everybody will like you. Kung ayaw nila sa'yo, anyone. Diba? As long as you're doing your job right, you're doing what is expected and asked of you, dead man na. Diba? Kung ayaw nyo, diba?
Okay. Now we've come to the part na, we'll have some fun. A game
Okay.
called Would You Rather. We'll ask you a question and you answer. Choose. Okay? Ready?
Okay. Sige.
First question. Would you rather go shopping with Kyla, Ina, or Moyer?
I would rather stay home.
Why?
Magastos. Magastos. Kasi even if they buy their stuff, I mean, I like going out with my children. I love having them around. I love being with them kasi masaya ang kwentuhan. Masaya. Mga anak mo sila, of course, it's always fun. Kaya lang, laging akong taya sa kainan. So, di ba? Tsaka, I guess now kasi that they're older, when we go to a mall, hindi na kami yung lagi kaming, when they were younger, we would go to each store na kaming lahat magkakasama. Ngayon kasi one will go, Ma, I have to go here. Ma, I have to go here. Ay, hindi, mag-isa ka lang. Tapos magkikita na lang kami sa kainan. Di ba? Tapos si Mami pa ang taya. So, okay na. Sa bahay na lang ako. Bahay na lang ako.
Okay. All right. Number 2. Given a choice, would you rather watch a movie with Aga Mulak or Jan Estrada? Huwag mo sasabihin sa bahay ka na lang.
Why?
Or-
Why? I would probably just watch a movie with Aga.
Okay. And what kind of movie would that be?
Action.
Pa rin.
Mission Impossible, mga Fast and the Furious, yung mga ganun. Ayun talaga yung ina-enjoy ko. Really, believe it or not,
Okay.
ina-enjoy ko talaga siya.
Go on a vacation with Luigi or Yuan?
Si Luigi.
Ah, okay.
Kasi masaya siya kasama. Si Luigi is really fun to be with. Si Yuan, medyo parang ako, medyo laid back si Yuan. But si Luigi, he's really aga-fun. He's all out sa fun.
Okay. Is he still the chef at a few years ago sa Tagaytay?
Ay, hindi.
Hindi na.
Consultant naman siya doon.
Doon,
He
oo.
was a consultant. So the food that they have, siya ang nag-asikaso nun.
Okay. All right. Number 4. Would you rather have a new acting project, a new project with Enchong D or Gerald Anderson?
I would rather have a new acting project with Enchong D. Less chismis.
Okay. All right. Uy, eto.
I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind. Anybody sa kanilang dalawa would be fine. I'd love to work with both of them. It's just that parang wala na lang chismis o wala na lang gulo. If I were to choose between both, di si Enchong na lang. Kasi si Enchong, less issue.
Okay. Ay, ito. Number 5. Mukhang automatic o gustong-gusto mo. Would you rather spend the day with Lee Min-ho or G-Dragon?
Nakilala ko na si Lee Min-ho eh. Nakita ko na siya in person.
Okay.
Nakapagpa-picture na kami together. So para maiba si G-Dragon naman, 'di ba? Because I really would like to know what's because aside from the fact that he is a musician, he's also an artist. He paints. So, yung mga painting niya medyo out there, medyo ng konti. Parang wild. So I want to know what's in his mind, what he does when he has nothing to do.
Oh, masarap
Diba?
to.
Do they just veg out? Gusto ko malaman yung mga ganon.
Okay.
Diba? Nahihiga lang ba sila nung parang naka-stare lang sila sa wall not doing anything? Na gusto mo lang ganon? Or they have to be busy all the time?
Okay, nabanggit mo yung music kasi sabi mo gusto mo talaga noon maging singer. Mahilig ka rin lumabas, no?
Please don't make me sing.
Okay. Hindi, nakikita-kita.
Don't make me sing.
Jumajam ka kay, sa South Border. Diba?
Pero pagka gano'n na lang yun. Pag tayo-tayo na lang yun. Mas madaming tao nakikinig dito.
Okay.
So, tawag dito. I like to go out. I like to watch mga gig, mga ganyan. I like to go out with friends, have dinner. Yeah, once in a while. Pero, truth is, since I live in a far place, since I live in Parañaque, when I'm at home, ang hirap ko nang ayain. So, I mean, kung yayayain mo ko lumabas, hindi pwedeng biglaan. Kailangan aayain mo ko mga 2 days. Or yung mga biglaan na yan, you have to catch me in a good mood. Because the truth is, I would really rather stay at home.
Okay.
Kasi yun naman din talaga ako.
Homebody. Maraming ginagawa. Oo.
Very much a homebody. Maraming ginagawa. Naglilinis. Believe it or not, I generally clean this house a lot. By area lang naman. Hindi pwedeng sabay-sabay. But I like doing it. Gusto ko yung idea na nakakapagtanggal ka ng kalat. Yung may realize mo, hindi ko na pala ito kailangan. So you repurpose it or give it away or sell it. Sorry,
okay.
naman akong init.
Update us sa what can fans and Filipinos look forward to? Meron kang ginawang teleserye?
Yeah, late last year, we taped for a show called La Vida Lena. It will be showing anytime this June, so watch out for it. I don't know yet when exactly, but it will be coming out soon. It's with Erich Gonzalez, JC De Vera, Kip Thompson, Carlo Aquino, Agot Isidro, Raymond Bagatsing, Christian Vasquez. Marami pa kami dito. It's going to be really fun to watch. This is my first drama under the pandemic rules. So if you want to know how we managed, just watch it. It's on ABS, so makita mo siya sa Channel 11, ABC5, and Kapamilya Channel, if you have it. So, yun, it's coming soon this June. Then on Sunday nights, Raymond Isaac and I have a Facebook show, Midnight Snack.
Okay.
Yeah, we talk about anything and everything under the sun. Kung ano lang yung trip namin pag-usapan, wala lang. Kahit na ano. Minsan we just talk about food. Sometimes we talk about moods. Basta anything and everything under the sun. And then I have my YouTube channel, which is where I cook. I do cooking minsan pa iba-iba. You know, just trying out stuff. YouTube channel, super Janice. So like, subscribe, and enjoy.
All right. Maraming salamat. Ang sarap kausap, mga kaibigan. Super Janice.
Madaldal ba? Madaldal ba masyado?
Hindi, masarap pakinggan.
Madaldal.
Enjoying life.
Oo, kasi pag naka-lockdown ka, pag wala kang kausap, Pagka may ganito, nag-enjoy ako magsalita kasi wala akong kausap pa siya.
Okay.
Diba yun?
Okay. I-post mo to sa channel mo kasi nandyan lang siya. Maraming salamat.
Okay. This
Keep
is
us-
fun. Thank you. Thank you, Poch.
Keep us
Thank you,
posted.
everyone. I hope you had fun.
All right. Thank you. This has been What's Up. I'll see you again on Tuesday. Thank you. Thank you, Janice.
Good afternoon po. Hello everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Hi Sir Gio and Sir Mike. Mike po ba? Tama?
Yes, indeed.
Hi, hello Sir Mike. So, this is Almira po pala, the scriptwriter of Wazzup. And welcome po sa aming show sa Daily Tribune. I-explain ko lang po sa inyo muna yung program flow and then we will start po at exactly 3 p.m.
Okay.
Sige, pwede po bang pa-on po nung
I'm just here to see if Mike and G are gonna be okay.
sure, no problem.
Yeah.
Sure, no problem po. Siguro po
But it's
during
okay
the
not to be okay.
during the shoot na lang po siguro Ma'am Day, off cam na lang po and mute. Yes
Yeah,
po.
sige, no problem.
Yun po.
Mm-mm.
Sige po, salamat po. So, ang ating program flow po is first, introduce po namin kayo sa aming WhatsApp viewers. And then, we prepared around 5 to 10 questions po. About lang naman din po sa Rock of Ages. And then, we have 2 commercial breaks po. After po ng second commercial break, meron po tayong pag-game, mga sir. So, it's called Wheel of Ages. Ayan po.
Wheel as in...
So, Wheel of
Ruleta?
Ages po, bali po ang mangyayari po, we will show you a lyric of